Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about how I use my Hobonichi Cousin Avec, each section, namely yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So I've been using Hobonichi Cousin Avec for about 7 years now, and this is by far my favorite planner. I tried every single planner on earth. Like, I spend a gazillion amount of money in planners and notebooks, but I ended up landing in Hobonichi Cousin consistently for the past few years. Um, so this is A5 size, half year. So I explained why I like the Cousin Avec versus the full year version in my last video. And then I use this notebook as a companion for my Hobonichi. Great. So let's just dive in. Just for the privacy purpose, I'm going to use my empty Hobonichi planner that I haven't used in 2022. I think I got multiple Avec that year, but nonetheless, here you are. So the yearly section, this gives the bird's eye view of the entire year. Is perfect for making important dates like birthdays, family birthdays, kids' birthdays, wedding anniversaries, vacations, travels, and so forth. So I jot them down at the beginning of the year, each year. Um, like so. Use my, and this is perfectly fit under here, so which I love a lot. So I have birthday this year. So basically marking families' birthdays and so forth. And then of course there's like a spring break this week. And another spring break for my kids. And the birthday. So I'm not like writing everything down right now, but as you can see, these shows what is happening in each month over the year. Another thing I write down in the yearly section is I write like doctor's appointment, like such as annual checkup, dentist appointment for myself, for my husband, and for my kids. Because that lots to arrange and manage. So I think everything in here in each month section, it's helpful for me to track. And let's say if I want to run like 5K, then I also plan out like 5K training so that I know what my goals are for the year and what I want to track and make sure I'm on schedule for my planning. All right, so moving on to the monthly section. Oh, before I move on to the monthly sections. So what I do when I do this, I make sure that I'm sitting in front of my computer, my calendar, and have all the dates in front of me so that I don't have to like go back and forth and try to find the right dates. Most important thing for me is as a mother of kids, I have make sure that I have all the school calendars and then the school off days and vacations in front of me when I write this yearly section. Great. So again, I'm using my 2022 planner, but currently it's 2025. So for the monthly, I sit down each month at the end of each month, let's say December, and then I plan out the monthly section. Again, if we're sitting in front of my computer with the calendar in front of me, I write down the major dates on here. And then if there's any like travel and everything, it's like, or important deadlines I write down. And then on the left column, I use this section as goals for the month. So I write like whatever I wanted to start, fitness training, 5K training, week 1 through 4, and so forth. And then any major things that task after the goals, like major tasks that needs to be completed in that month. So that's how I use my monthly. And then moving on to the weekly section. So this is again, every Sunday or sometimes on Saturday, I sit down with my planner in front of me and the computer, my calendar in front of me, and then write down what are some major things happening that week. So this is, let's say, today is January 10th, 2025, although this is 2022 calendar. Let's say I have a meeting 12, and then I know that I have, so I'm looking at my calendar, Apple calendar, and then make sure that I follow, there's like birthday party, and then dinner. And you get the gist. So there's like a meeting, kickoff meeting. So this is like how I time block my calendar. And then some people might ask, why do I write this thing in my paper planner if I have everything in my Apple calendar? The reason why I do this, like this weekly ritual, is because when I write down and then plot the meetings and the schedule in my weekly spread, I can think more bigger and then more expansive thoughts and then connecting dots more easier. So when I have these things on my paper and writing down, that helps me think. Oh, while writing, I can think of the task needs to be done. So let me just like finish this part first. So again, the left column, I used goals for the week. And then if there's any task that needs to be done that week, but there's no specific dates, I write a task in that column. But if there's tasks that it needs to finish in certain days, if I know already, I write the task in here. And then I draw a line between the top and the bottom of the weekly spread, and then write the major task that day. It doesn't have to happen a certain time, but I know it's like the all-day task. So once I'm done with this, I feel like clear about what my weeks will look like. And then if there's like a task that I need to do, but it's not a specific date or time, then I can basically, I need to write a post or something. It's there. But I know between this, after the kickoff meeting, I can write this thing, and I can literally time block that task to be done at that time. So I don't like write the task and then forget about it, but actually put it in my calendar, because time blocking and then putting in your calendar is a key to make sure that your task is completed and done in time. So once I have the clear picture of the whole week and then what major tasks I need to finish and complete in that week, then I go back to my calendar, my computer calendar, and then put down some of the task and time blocking that I completed here. Some might think that it's as like redundancy or the waste of time, but it is not. I assure you, this makes you more productive and more efficient in accomplishing the work. Because if you dependent on the digital calendars all the time, things might fall off the track. But putting in paper, it helps you really be clear and then more intentional about it. Great. So for the daily section, how I use is I divide it into 4 sections basically. So the top part is I write down intentions of the day. And this part is dedicated for daily log. And then this part is for gratitude. And then this is like tasks and notes, the rest of the section. So with this, how it looks like is when I wake up in the morning after my morning pages, I write intentions, the titles. I'm not really huge in decorating my planner, but sometimes like pretty title helps you delineate the section. So was like back, what are top three intentions? So and so forth. And then after that, while I'm writing the intention of the day, I may think of some tasks. Then I write the the task that I remember I need to do. So like all those things that I need to do, like just like if it pops in my head, I just write them down. And then after that is done, it's happening all in the morning. Um, and then I write gratitude for that day or the day before. Um, okay, so the gratitude I write about 2 or 3 sentences, very simple, not too grandiose unless amazing thing happen. But simple gratitude exercise help you in the right mindset for the day. So I try to make the gratitude as my daily routine. And then this a daily log section, I don't use until the end of the day or the next morning because all the planning is done in my weekly section. So this is the planning section that week, but at the same time, planning is one thing, but actually doing that planned activity is another. So I'd like to write what is actually done that day. For example, instead of I like try to write some posts, instead of that, I like watch YouTube basically. Then in that any empty section that I have, I write my reflection. So instead of doing something, I watch like endless YouTubes, and then how can I stop doing that and like blah blah blah, whatever thoughts that came to my mind that day based on activity that I've done, um it's there. So it's how I use this section and then the daily log. So during the day, then this is so happening like a monthly, weekly, and then every morning. So during the day, I don't really use this. I mostly use my computer calendar and the to-do apps. But then also I use this notebook as my handy dandy go everywhere with me notebook. So again, this is so I just use mainly this one for the day, during the day when I'm sitting in front of my computer or work. And then I wrote any meeting note or thoughts and task, that whatever pops into my head, I put everything here. So number one rule for capturing ideas or thoughts and notes is to minimize any frictions to get to that capturing tools or mode. So basically, if you have a thought and then you get to a place where I need to like decide which tools to use and which section of that tool I need to use, then that causes a friction of like the seconds of multiple seconds at a time. And then in that time, you losing the most precious thing, which was your thoughts, original thoughts, and then whatever that comes to mind that you have to write down. So, to minimize friction, I just jot down everything that comes to mind, and then like the task or notes or thinking all here. And then, and also I use my digital tool on my computer as well when I'm just mostly using computer mode, because I don't want to use typing and thinking of something that I don't want to like find a notebook and open it and then write down. So for that, I use Roam Research on my computer, but the digital tool setting aside, I'm just for today's video, I'm just going to show you how I use my notebook, and then how during the day of the flow, and then in companion with Hobonichi. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Again, I'm not saying that this is the only way or the best way to use the planner and notebook, but it's proven to me since like the 2018 or so. And then I love, and it's been helping me being productive and efficient in my work, and managing the family life and work life and my personal development as well. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And in the comment below, if you have any thoughts in terms of what is the main, like one takeaway, or things that you might want to try, please write it. I would love to read and then comment back. So thank you and have a great day until we see you next time. Bye.